Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Martina Plays. Following the large amount of requests, today I'm going to publish the Sim Start Guide for 1x Speed Game Words. Let me start by saying that this may not be the final version of the Sim Guide because we would like to test other possibilities, but as you can imagine it takes time, so don't be surprised if in a few months there will be a sequel, the Sim Start Guide 1x. The Return. In the description below, you can find the link to the guide and also the link to make your own copy to edit as you prefer. However, as for the raid start guide, I recommend you that you spend 5 minutes and watch this video, because I will explain some things that could help you in customizing the guide according to the situation in which you find yourself, or to make decision in case you are not in an optimal situation. Also for this guide, I have to thank a few people without whom it would not have been possible to publish it, starting with Keres and Wepos of HH, who created the first draft, and continuing with the Lissima of Squad and Mikankona of Squad and Wallace, who were always present when we were brainstorming on the data. And now let's go. First thing first. In the description of the video, you can find the link to the file that you can view or download. I've also added a tab with the amount of culture points that each structure guarantees to make your life easier when you are going to, change steps or step order or take decisions. As for the raid guide, also this one is only meant to be a help and the starting point. I'm sure more experienced players will likely find themselves tweaking it slightly depending on the amount of resources they can farm from animals in the very first 24 hours. For the less experienced players, I can assure you that if you follow it step by step, in maximum 121 hours, even with a bad start, you should be able to have your saddles traveling to your second village. The sim start can be performed by all 5 tribes. It works equally for all of them. The final purpose is identical to the raid guide. That means to be able to finish the last settler immediately before putting the last party in the queue and settle as fast as possible your second village. Depending on your spawn area and the amount of hero raids, we have estimated that you should be able to settle between 102 and 121 hours from the start. Surely the sim start is slightly less efficient than the raid start, but if you are not playing in a team and you are not active 24/7 in the account, facing the server start with this guide is probably the least risky choice. And now guess what? I have my very personal vademecum for you. Anyone who has seen the video for the 1x server start raid will probably have a deja vu, because many of the things I'm going to say also apply for the sim start. And off we go. Number 1, the first 24 hours of the server are essential, especially with the sim start, as the resources you can accumulate all depends on the resources found by your hero before the switch of their attributes, and the resources you will find in the adventures after the 10th. Number 2. After you log in for the very first time, before doing anything else, immediately send your hero to the closest adventure in order to retrieve the horse. And as soon as your hero is about to level up to level 3 and has little health, send him to another nearby adventure to recover the resources it provides you. Number 3. Check the oasis around you by prioritizing the following type of oasis that have fewer of the stronger nature's troops: 25% iron, 25% iron and crop, 25% clay, 25% clay and crop. Number 4. At the beginning, put all hero points earned by leveling up on combat strength. Number 5, especially for the first 3 levels of the hero, collect the rewards of the task only to regenerate the health of the hero. This means collect the rewards if the hero is about to die and you are close to leveling, or if he has enough health for an attack on an oasis, collect them before the attack to make sure he will level up when the attack happens. Number 6. Having no income from troop raids. you will have to resist the constant temptation to click on those structure and fills that have the green circle around them. But they are not exactly what you have to do in that moment. All good things to those who wait. Number 7. Keep raiding oases with your hero, who must never station in your village, as long as it continues to be convenient. To calculate if it is still convenient, you need to evaluate the round-trip time to the oasis you want to attack together with the resources that you are going to bring back home in this time. If the amount of resources is less than what the hero would produce by moving the points to resource production, it means that the time has come to use the Book of Wisdom you'll find at level 6 adventure and change the points. Don't forget to leave 2 to 4 points on combat strength that are needed for the adventures. Number 8. This is really important. I already said in the raid start guide. The hero should never die. Always simulate before going to an oasis and click on apply resources to check how much health the hero will remain with. Number 9. Very important. The first party must be queued within 24 hours from the start. If, thanks to good attacks on the oasis, you reach this point in the guide much earlier than 24 hours, calculate if it is still convenient for you to do some level of marketplace or crannies to increase the culture points before you queue the party. Don't forget that you must have enough resources available for a small party within the 24 hours. Number 10. If you hate math, follow the guide step by step. The worst that can happen is to hit the maximum of 121 hours for your settling. And that's all. I hope both the guide and the suggestion are useful to you. And if you have any question, as always, just comment in the video and I will be happy to answer you. A big kiss and see you soon. Bye!